Hey Aries, this is Muertero Chris. Welcome to the Guard Owl. This is going to be your monthly general reading for April 2020, starting on the 7th, and it is a full moon out. I've pre-shuffled the cards and already laid them out. So we're going to go ahead and start with the High Priestess and this King of Swords. I'm getting with this energy of the High Priestess and the King of Swords that within the family unit, for some of you Aries, there's some stubbornness going on. It feels really, really tense for me right now. This can be in part because of, this whole situation that we're having to all go through with self quarantine and people wanting to stay in. People are starting to bump heads. People not wanting to share enough TV time. I'm getting. Um, for some of you Aries, you're just going to have to really be dualistic. I'm getting over here with the High Priestess with the towers, on each side, the black and the white, getting the sense of duality, kind of having to shift and balance out your attitude. I'm feeling for some of you Aries, you're kind of having to bite your tongue a lot. You're gonna have to keep on doing that. And for some of you Aries, with this King of Swords, I'm getting the depiction of him. He's just crossing his arms a lot, just really ticked off and really having to bite your tongue. Some of you Aries, I'm getting the energy that this is actually a conflict for you. For some of you with in-laws. So if any of you Aries are watching this and you have in-laws and you're in it with your in-laws during this time, specifically for you with this energy right here with the High Priestess and the King of Swords, that would make sense why you have to bite your tongue a bit, because that's just the way it is, Aries. And that could be for either Aries female or Aries male. But more so I'm getting the energy for Aries male. Just, hang in there, brother. Hang in there. It's a tough time. We're all going through it, and you're definitely being tested. So try to be dualistic a bit with your attitude and your energy. Try to find a spot somewhere in your home, in your dwelling, where you can kind of find as a sanctuary, and you can just kind of breathe in and breathe out, and center yourself. Okay. Over here, I'm getting the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups for Aries. Social situations are kind of guiding you into a slope of just, you're kind of worried about, I don't know why I'm getting the word poverty. If that makes any sense for any of you Aries out there, wondering about being poverty stricken. I guess some of you Aries out there are getting hit really, really freaking hard with this whole situation that's going on that we're all having to go through. Especially some of you Aries that are into with the small businesses. Not all of you Aries are going to feel this, but there's going to be a handful of you out there that have a lot to do with small business, especially small family business, coinciding over here with, the family line of things. Um, Tensions are running really, really steep right now. Lots of biting of the tongue, and then there's a whole financial situation, and it's causing a lot of conflict with this Prince of Cups and this Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is in reverse, but I'm also using this card up here, the Ace of Wands, and that one's also in reverse. And basically, it's literally like stagnation, like just being, everything's been brought to a halt for you. You feel so stuck. And that's exactly how I'm feeling right now. And I'm feeling a lot of you are just kind of like, just a lot of anxiety, lots of frustration, lots of like F bombs being thrown left and right. Hang in there, Aries. It's gonna get better for you. Um, for some of you Aries, either on the male or the female side of things, whichever you may be, Aries, those of you that are, in romantic relationships, I'm getting the energy that this is for those particular Aries out there that are mostly like married into the family. You guys are married. These are not, unmarried relationships. This is the energy that I'm getting. So for you Aries out there, male or female, that are watching right now that are married, there is a lot of stuff being tested right here. A lot of family values, values of being married into a family, through a particular Aries, whether it be male or female. You're being tested right now. However, your significant other is standing by your side, is also having to bite their tongue as well. Um, and just kind of like I feel like some of you are starting to make your plans like when this all pitches over, we're going to get out of this so we can be at peace again because even my family's getting on my ass. I'm getting for some of you have been told, babe, I am so sorry about this. Aries, hang in there. Listen to your significant other. Listen to your wife. Listen to your husband. They are being such the strong backbone right now, and try to support them as much as possible because they're kind of stuck in the middle between you and family members. Um, so be very careful with that. Be very generous with your attention towards them. Be thankful. Be gracious. It's gonna work out in the end for you guys. The Chariot and the Three of Cups. Um, Wondering for you, Aries. Some of you Aries are wondering, like, you know what? I'm gonna look into some of these tarot card readers online right now on YouTube and see. Even though this thing is as a collective, on the whole entire planet, we're all going through this whole situation together. In particular, for Aries alone, is this going to pitch over for me as an Aries? A little sooner than later, uh, instead of like other people. Unfortunately, Aries, you can't rush all this. You're literally going to have to. You're going to have to practice the duality of keeping from being frustrated while feeling frustrated. Because with this Chariot and the Three of Cups in reverse, I'm seeing that you're just really having to you're going to have to be patient, Aries, really, really patient. And this is something that you're not always consistently used to. But right now, in this time, you're being tested with your patience. Try not to cross your arms so much. For some of you, that's causing a little bit more anxiety. You want to let your arms down a little bit more, especially for some of you Aries that might take the advice and try to find a sanctuary type of place within your dwelling, wherever it is that you're quarantined with, your in-laws, brother or sister-in-laws, what have you. At the workplace, for some of you that are, working, in a small mom and pop type business along with family members, find a place of refuge somewhere within those dwellings where you can just escape to and take a big deep breath and let it out a few times. Um, and for some of you, I'm seeing something about wanting to stick your head like or your face like in a sink full of water and screaming loud. Whoever that is, chill out. Really try to chill out. Okay, that's really strange. But that energy is there, Aries. I'm so sorry you're feeling so frustrated right now, and your patience is being tested. But don't worry, you're going to pull through. What I really do like over here is the Sun and the Three of Pentacles, and having that significant other just like throughout all of it. You know what, Aries? I'm feeling now that this is your stronghold. This is your refuge. Is your significant other, your wife or your husband. Um, Talk amongst each other, let each other know, vent off to each other, but in such a constructive way. Keep that love going, have each other's back. Aries, don't get frustrated with your significant other. This is the backbone for you for your general read. It's all about you and your significant other. Okay, Aries, that's all I have for you for this general read. Once again, my name is Mortero Chris. The channel is The Guard Owl. If you feel like blessing me with a donation, the PayPal link is going to be in the description box. All right, and we will see you on the next full moon, Aries. Have a good one. Blessings.